Hi guys, welcome back to another video of Pratham Test Prep. This is your host Sanjeet Bhatia again, and we are back with a new video on your legal Darpan. So if you are new to the channel, please do make sure that you hit on the like, share and subscribe button. This is our episode 12 and today we are starting with our new quiz series. So if you are new to the channel, you have earned yourself a chance to get rupees 1000 by playing this quiz for next 5 videos, and you will be rewarded rupees 1000 if you are among the top scorers for the quiz. So are you guys excited? Now we'll be beginning with the new video and also some of the legal affairs for this week itself. Now coming to the first part, if you are new to the channel, hit on the subscribe button and also don't forget to hit on the bell icon so that you can get all the regular updates on your channel. Now we have changed the time of this video. Earlier this video used to happen at 3 p.m. but now we have shifted the time to 6 p.m. and all of you can join us live in this video, and always we'll be coming on Friday 6 p.m. nowadays. So now you can be a part of this channel and also you can subscribe to it and watch us very regularly. Now the first news that we have is that the CLAT results has been announced. So if you are someone who's looking for your CLAT results, you can definitely go on our Telegram channel. You can also send us your roll numbers and we'll be happy to provide you with your results and scorecards if you are not able to see them. If you are looking for any other updates or any other news about the entrance exams, or you have any queries regarding your counselings in the law school, you can definitely get in contact with us. But do follow us on the Telegram channel, which is under the name of CLAT@Pratham. Now, the first news for the day is that Lok Sabha has passed the anti-maritime privacy bill. So this bill is being passed in 2019, which is bought to fill the lacunas that are there in primarily the piracy that is existing all around the world. So for that they have gotten this particular bill. Now currently India does not have a separate domestic legislation for piracy, okay, and the provisions that are regarded in the Indian Penal Code pertaining to armed robbery, right? The provisions that are there for the armed robbery are invoked to prosecute pirates that are apprehended by the Indian Coast Guards. Now, the statement of objects that were annexed to the bill in the absence of any specific law relating to the offence of maritime piracy in India, problems are being faced in ensuring effective prosecution of the pirates. That means that they are not being able to punish these pirates according to the laws that are of the country. Now the proposed anti-piracy legislation will apply to the all parts of the sea, right? That is the first thing that you need to remember, and to 200 nautical miles beyond the limit of exclusive economic zone of India. Now, special courts will be designated, established for speedy trial of these cases so that the decisions can be coming up very quickly, and also they will make sure that offences under this act will be deemed extraditable. That means that they can be extradited to a different country, or they can be extradited from a different country into India to be prosecuted. Right now, as per this bill, basically piracy means any illegal act of violence, detention or depredation against a ship, aircraft, person or a property for private purposes by the crew or the passengers of a private ship or aircraft. So it is basically taking on over a ship or an aircraft. Now participating, organizing, aiding, supporting, attempting to commit and directing others to participate in an act of piracy will be punishable with a 14-year rigorous imprisonment, right? So that is what the punishment is being given. So you can see that the Lok Sabha has passed this anti-maritime piracy bill of 2019, and these are some of the changes you can be seeing in this particular bill itself. Now coming to the next bill that we have in our hand is Energy Conservation Amendment Bill of 2022. Now, updated bill of 2022 promote energy efficiency and conservation in India. Now, what are the basic key features of this bill? Now, the 2022 amendment bill empowers the Indian government to specify carbon credit trading system. Now, the carbon credit is a tradable permit that allowed the amounts of carbon dioxide and other CGS emissions. The carbon credit certificate issued by the government can be traded. Now, energy consumption standards. The central government is empowered to specify the energy consumption standards requiring designated consumers to meet a share of energy consumptions for non-fossil fuel sources. Now, the government can specify different consumption levels of the categories. The maximum penalty under this is 10 lakh rupees. Energy conservation code for buildings is also being made. Right now, the central government is empowered to put on the energy conservation code, which prescribes energy consumption standards in the term of area. Now, in 2022, there was a bill of sustainable building code that also led to increasing the efficiencies of these buildings. Now, energy consumption standards for vehicles and vessels were also made. Now, in 2022, bill expands the scope of the Motor Vehicles Act of 1988 and the vehicles, ships and boats. Now, failure to comply with any of these energy consumption standards will lead to a penalty of rupees 10 lakhs, right? So the government is very serious about such an update, and they have given it out right now. Okay, now coming to the next slide, that is the National Judicial Commission Bill of 2022. Now, what is this National Judicial Commission Bill? Now, the National Judicial Commission Bill is a private member bill that proposes major reforms in the Indian judiciary. The key features of this is, first is basically the appointment of judges. Now, the 2022 bill proposes the regulation of procedures that are to be followed by the National Judicial Commission for recommending the appointment of judges and others, Justice of India by the Chief Justice of India and Supreme Court, as well as the Chief Justices of other high courts. Now, removal of judges was also a part of this bill. The bill requires the Parliament to present an address to the President of India in relations to the proceedings of the removal of a judge and for the matters that are connected therewith or incidental thereto. Now, the transfer of judges will also be covered in it, as it regulates the judges' transfer, the proposed judicial standards to ensure their accountability, also to make sure that they are held credible, and also an expedited mechanism for investigating individual complaints regarding misbehavior or incapacity of a judge of a Supreme Court or a higher court, right? So that's how the transfer of judges is handled. Now, what is the National Judicial Appointments Commission doing here? Now, the NJAC is also an independent commission that is proposed to replace the collegium system that is for the appointment of judges to the Supreme Court and the High Court of India. Now, it was also proposed for recruitment, appointment, and also the transfer of judicial officers, legal officers, and legal employees under the central and the state government. The independent body had some members as a part of it. The first one is the CJI as the ex officio chairperson. Then next one is two senior most Supreme Court judges as ex officio members, the Union Minister of Law and Justice, and also two well-known individuals from the civil society who are to be nominated by a committee having the CJI and the Indian Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha. One of these nominees must be from SC, ST or OBC or minorities or women. Right? So that's how the NJAC is to be formed. So that's how the government is functioning towards forming of it, and this is how they want to appoint the judges, and their retirement and their other aspects of judges will be covered under this commission only. Now coming to the next part is the Wildlife Protection Amendment Bill of 2022. Now there are some new schedules that have been put in so that the countries to regulate the list of specimens that are required to be sent just via permits. There are certain more amendments that are being done, like allowing the elephants to be used for religious purposes. Also under the sections 49E, to empower the central government to set up a management authority to grant permits for importing or exporting of specimen. And also they are basically talking about specimen and also stopping invasion of plants or animals from outside, and they want to regulate it, right? So that was the basic need for the Wildlife Protection Amendment Bill of 2022. Now coming to the next part is that PETA India 2022, they named Sonakshi Sinha as the person of the year for the title. If you know that Bollywood actress Sonakshi Sinha is very famous and also helped to save lives of many animals, and she's a very strong advocate for dogs and cats rights earned by her title, and she's also actively involved in the welfare activities of animals. If you know that, you must have seen her in many movies, and she is also the daughter of the very famous actor Mr. Shatrughan Sinha. Now coming to the next part, person of the year is being given to Dr. Subramaniam Jaishankar, who's the Foreign Minister of India. Now he has served as the Foreign Secretary between 28th January to also, and was induced in the Narendra Modi cabinet as the Union Minister of External Affairs in 2019. He was also the Indian ambassador to the United States, China and Czech Republic. In addition to this eminent profile, he has also served as the Higher Commissioner to Singapore from 2007 to 2009. Also played a vital role in negotiating Indo-US civilian nuclear agreement. So he's been the person who has taken it by far to the next level for India in the foreign affairs. So he's been selected as the person of the year. So very good for India. Now Indian Railways has opened up a nation's longest escape tunnel in Kashmir, which is 12.89 kilometers long, constructed on 111 under construction Banihal Katra railway line in Jammu and Kashmir. The longest tunnel is the part of Udhampur Srinagar Baramulla railway line, that is USBRL project. This is the fourth tunnel that is being put on in Banihal and Katra route, and also which was completed in January of this year itself, right? So these are some of the very important news that were there in this week, and you should definitely take care at that, and you are learning these news very carefully. Okay, I guess everything is all right on the technical part of this session. If you are new to this channel, do make sure that you are hitting on the like, share and subscribe button. So I hope there are a lot of people who are live on this channel. So do make sure that you are hitting on this like button for the motivation of the mentors who are there. So thank you for joining this live session. Do make sure that you are subscribing us, and also thank you for watching this live session. Do take care of yourself and have a nice day ahead.